with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little firecracker.
Yeah.
That's
A dime?
Yeah.
I'll take that for a dime.
Actually, you can have it. I don't.
I'll pay you for it.
No, I don't want it.
It's a Francoma.
I don't like that. I thought it was ugly.
Okay, we're getting closer to Q4 and it looks like sales are starting to pick up. Today, I've changed my shipping. I'm now doing shipping on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so today's Tuesday. We've got 11 orders going out for $357. Let's get started. First thing we have going out, this is a Noodle and Boo Extra Gentle Tearless Shampoo, 16 ounces. Paid $1 at one of the local thrift stores for it. This is in bin H. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is right here. Again, pick this up at a local thrift store for $1. Now, I looked yesterday and everything said it had to be shipped on the 10th. Today's the 10th. Now it's showing up that this is late and overdue shipping, so I'm probably going to take a ding for that. This sold for $9.53 and the buyer is paying $11.60 in shipping. Next thing we have going out, this is Elder Scrolls V Skyrim PS4 original inserts included, and I did put complete. This is in bin I. Should be down here. This is one I picked up at a thrift store. I did pay up for it. I paid $3 for it. So it's this right here. Yeah, $3. This sold for $13.56 and the buyer is paying $6 even in shipping. Next thing we have going out, I lotted up 7 Five Nights at Freddys book lot. This is the FNAF Fazbear Frights, and I did say look at the description. These are going to be over here. I didn't quite get them into inventory yet. I just listed these. So it's 7 of these. It's 1 through 6 and number 8. I was missing number 7. I did disclose that. And the reason I said look in the description is number 1 is in pretty rough condition. The rest of them are in pretty good condition. Paid $3 for all of these at one of the local thrift stores. All of these sold for $19.51 and the buyer is paying $6.88 in shipping. These can definitely go out medium mail. Next item going out. Actually, the buyer came in and bought 2 of them. This is the Life Dogs, Why We Need Them, Why We Need Them, Why They Need Us.
Hey, sign up.
Nope.
So, I don't think they're up here, but we'll look real quick. Oh, wait, look at that. Look, is that the right ones? Those are not the right ones. If they're not up here, that means they're going to be in the bin. And I'll have to do some digging. Yeah, so they're going to be in the bin. I'll come right back. Okay, I was able to find them. They were up here. I don't know, I must have overlooked them, but it's these 2 right here. And again, magazines I'm into for free. Both these copies sold for $11.82, and the buyer is paying $10.80 in shipping. Now these, the reason they're paying so much is these are definitely ones that can't go out media mail. It's probably got advertisements in them. I'm not seeing any. I don't know, I'll have to double check. Maybe these will qualify for media mail. Next thing we have going out, we have some glasses going out. These are a lot of 3 Heartland 10-ounce tumblers. I did put 4019367. Not sure why I put that in the listing. This is an older listing. So this is on shelf 4. So it should be back over here. And it should be, I think these ones right here. That's only 2. Why did I list 3? Because that's 4. Oh, okay, I see. I put them in here. Probably should put a piece of paper in between when I stack them like this so they don't get scratched. Oh, that's not the right one. That's a tall one. There we go. So it's these right here. I picked up an entire dish set of this particular pattern, and because I had odd even glasses, I decided to go ahead and lot 3 of these together. The whole set I paid $6 for. 3 of these glasses sold for $15.26, and the buyer is paying $12.30 in shipping. Next item going out. This is an item that I've had for quite a long time. It's actually on my shelf in the office. This is a vintage Amphora extra mild Candish pipe tobacco tin, and it was from Holland. So once we go back in there, I'll pull that and you'll see it right now. Now the next item, I don't want to move the camera, it's right up here. I don't know if you've seen in my past videos where I've filmed behind where you see the shelf. I had to reach up there and get it. So it's this right here. Now, one thing, when you sell tobacco tins, it's legal to sell tobacco tins, but they will pull your listing very quickly if you don't show a photo of it opened. And I did do that on this listing because you're not allowed to sell tobacco, but you can sell tobacco tins. This sold for $9.05, and the buyer is paying $8.45 in shipping. Don't remember saying what I paid for the item. I believe I bought a bunch of tins from a friend of mine probably 2-3 years ago. This happens to be one of them. I paid $1 for each tin. Next item. This is an item I picked up when I went up to Florida to the Trash to Cash Winter Bash. A bunch of us went out garage sailing. Picked this up. I believe I'm into it for $1, maybe $2 for the complete set. This is the Peter Rabbit Library by Beatrix Potter. It is volume 1 through 23. They are hardback covers. They're smaller ones, and they date back to 1987. And so I went and put those up on the shelf over here. I do remember, I just, for whatever reason, I didn't get it on the inventory. I just listed them, so that's why I remember where they were at. So it's all of these over here. It's all of these right here. And again, I'm into these for $1 or $2. Can't quite remember. All of these sold for $28.01, and the buyer is paying $7.63 in shipping. Okay, next couple orders, we got some hats going out. Now the first one, this isn't in my normal bin hat. This is in K2, not sure why I put it there, but that's where it's at. This is a Dale Earnhardt number 3 Winter Circle NASCAR. I did put adjustable snapback hat cap. So K2, lay them over in the 3s. That's going to be over here. K2, which is right. We can get to it from here. All right, let's just take this down. Well, why would it be in K2? All right, let's go look in the hat bin. I was going to say, that didn't make any sense, but so I might have fat fingered it when I put it into inventory. So we're looking for a Dale Earnhardt. I know it's a red cap, and it's brand new with tags. It's not that. I think it's this one right down here. Yes. So you can see it right here. It is brand new with the tags. Picked this up on a Whatnot auction when Kevin was Commonwealth Picker was doing Whatnot auctions. Picked up a bunch of NASCAR stuff. Got most of it listed. I still have to list all the t-shirts. So probably into this for maybe $1 or $2 at most. This sold for $31.41, and the buyer is paying $6.75 in shipping. While we're still at the hat bin, we have 2 hats going out. This buyer came in and bought 2. First one is a tan and blue UP Union Pacific Shield logo railroad.
Going to Las Vegas? Don't drive. Take Union Pacific Streamliner, City of Las Vegas, featuring free chuck wagon style meals. Round trip between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, only $17.99, including tax.
Denim hat cap, Building America. So I think I'm going to dig for these because this is quite an old one. So let's see if we can move some of these. Don't think it's any of those. That means it's got to be over on the other side. Let's put these back. Oh, here it is right here. So this is the first hat. And as you see, it is brand new with the tags. So we'll set that one aside here. The next one is a Union Pacific Railroad. This is brown and black, suede, large embroidered logo hat. So we're looking for black with embroidered. Yeah, my hats are getting smushed. Probably not the best way to do hats. All right, let me set the camera down, find it, and I'll be right back. So this is the other hat. So yeah, the buyer came in, bought both of these hats. I'm into each hat for $2. These two hats sold for $50.92, and the buyer is paying $11.90 in shipping. Moving on to the next thing, we have another book lot going out. So now we have 3 going out today. This is the Left Behind Complete Series set of 12 books. Jim LaHaye, Jerry B. Jenkins, and I did put lot, and this is on shelf 14. And so that's probably around the backside here. Yep, there they are right there. If you notice, I started doing books, either putting them in a container, like a plastic bag, one of the clear poly bags, or I use the shrink wrap on these just to keep them together and so they don't get all dusty. Let's grab these. Come back over here in the light. So it's all of these books right here. I'm into them for $4.50, and I picked these up at my smaller thrift store. I picked up all of them except I was missing the last book. So I went and picked them all up, and I only paid 25 cents each for books. But I did remember at the little bit bigger thrift store here in town that they did have some of these books. They didn't have a complete set. So I went and just bought the one that I needed, and I paid $1 for it at that thrift store, making the cost of goods $4.50. All of these sold for $32.89, and the buyer is paying $17.22, and the buyer is paying $17.20 in shipping. Okay, jump right back in here to the eBay store. This is a Gibson Christmas houseware, holly berries, and I put wreaths. This is a salt and pepper shaker set. This is on shelf 8. And it should be right back here. Yes. Picked up an entire set of these, the dish set, for $15 at one of my local thrift stores here in town. Let's go back into the eBay office. And I forgot to make the last order, so let me take you back into the eBay store. Let's go with that item. These sold for $10.64, and the buyer is paying $8.45 in shipping. Back in the eBay store, we don't have a lot of items going out today, but we do have 2 orders going out for a little over $78, so let's get started. First thing we have going out, just picked this up last weekend when I went garage sailing. This is a vintage Frankoma Pottery Snail Bud Vase, number 31. How you doing?
Really?
Oh,
The one I work with.
yeah.
Yeah. The little firecracker.
Yeah.
A dime.
A dime?
Yeah.
I'll take that for a dime.
Actually, you can have it.
I'll pay you for it.
No, I don't want it.
It's a Frankoma.
I don't like that. I thought it was ugly.
And when I looked up comps on these, I saw a bunch of ones with different other colors. This one, there wasn't that many out there, so I did list it up on the higher end. This is a yellow stoneware, 6.5 inches. If I can, I'll show a little clip from the video where I picked this up. This is on shelf 12. So that should be right over here. It's this right here. And as you can see, it's got the Frankoma number on the bottom. Paid 25 cents for this at a garage sale. This sold for $17.95, and the buyer is paying $6.70 in shipping. So next item is another item I picked up at a thrift store when I was up in Nevada visiting family. This is a Plantronics CT12. It's a 2.4 gigahertz cordless telephone with caller ID. Now inside the title, I did put in caps, no headset, because it was missing the headset. I didn't catch that when I was at the thrift store. But I'm only into this for $4. And it's going to be right here because I still haven't put it into inventory. I just got it listed. So it's this here. Again, picked up at a thrift store for $4. This sold for $26.06, and the buyer is paying $10.80 in shipping. Back in the eBay store, we have 18 orders going out today for $622. So let's get started. First thing we have going out, this is a Space Invaders plug-and-play TV arcade retro video game. Picked this up at one of the local thrift stores. I'm into it for $3. This is going to be, it's not in inventory, so that means I put it right over in here. And I see it right here. So again, it's this thing right here. Did test it, it works. Into it for $3. As you can see, we're pretty loaded down up here. This sold for $13.01. And the buyer is paying $6.80 in shipping. Next item I picked up at the citywide garage sale. Went and bought, I believe it was like 7 battery chargers. 3 of them were brand new and 4 were used. I got them all listed and had one sell. And it's going to be right here down here as well. So I picked these up for $2 each, so into this for $2. This sold for $19.10, and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. Okay, the next thing I've already pulled, and I put it right here. It's these 3 Hallmark Ornaments. I'm into these for $1 each. I went and bought a whole bunch of Hallmark Ornaments, and these 3 were the same genre, so I went and lotted these together. So cost of goods is $3. All 3 of these sold for $11.27, and the buyer is paying $5.80 in shipping. Next item, this is a thrift store item. I've sold this before, and I also have newer Cog cereal bowls that sell as well. I got those listed for a little bit more. These ones are a little bit older. I had picked these up at a thrift store where I paid $1 for each set, and there was 2 sets. All 4 of these sold for $15.62, and the buyer is paying $8.70 in shipping. Next item going out, we have another one of the free magazines. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Win It All Super Bowl Championship Super Bowl Champs 2024. And I did put 150 plus photos. That should be right up here. Is it this one? Yeah, so I have, this is multi-quantity, so I have 3 of these. And into this for nothing. This sold for $14.75, and the buyer is paying $4.63 in shipping. Okay, this is off of that huge high bid haul, the one I'm tracking, the $600 one. Picked up some VHS tapes. So I'm probably into the VHS tapes for maybe 5-10 cents. I lotted 2 Jimmy Swagger video message VHS Thanksgiving Camp Meeting Crusade 1987. This is in bin G3. That's going to be right up here. And I might have to dig for these. Let me set the camera down, be right back. Okay, so it's buried all the way down the bottom, and I didn't want to pull the whole bin down. It's pretty heavy. So it's these 2 tapes right here. These sold for $12.71, and the buyer is paying $5.38 in shipping. Let's go to our high bid tally. We'll add that in later. Next thing, I went and picked up a whole bunch of Kodak, the Carousel slide trays. Picked these up when I was up in Nevada, going to thrift stores. I'm into these for about $1.20 each. So I went and allotted 4 of them together because they're kind of big. It's probably something I should have left behind, but I knew I'd make something off of it, but it takes up a lot of room, so I'm just trying to lot them together and move them out. So I allotted 4 80 slide trays. That's going to be over here on this shelf. And it's going to be and I'm missing an 80 slide tray. Okay, was able to find the 4th one. Still had it in the eBay office. So again, into each of these for $1.20, so cost of goods is $4.80. Okay, I'm not going to take all these 4 carousels out. These sold for, all 4 of them sold for $14.41, and the buyer is paying $14.80 in shipping. We have a board going.
Oh, for God's sake, pull yourself together, man.
We have a board game going out. This is Tally-Ho vintage board game, Fox and the Hound. It is by Whiteman, and it dates back to 1961. That's going to be over here where our games are at. And so a lot of games now I've been, as you can see, wrapping in that like saran wrap, just to keep them a little more protected and less dusty, especially if it's a vintage game like this. Picked this up at one of the local thrift stores. I'm into it for $2. This sold for $22.06, and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. Next item is going to be an L3, which is also right in this aisle. Bring this over here. This is a Roxio video capture USB adapter for converting VHS VCR to digital. Picked up a VCR at one of the local thrift stores. This was attached onto the back of it, so I decided to list it separately. Cost of goods is probably, let's say quarter, 50 cents. And it's going to be right here. So it's this cable right here. This sold for $9.32, and the buyer is paying $5.35 in shipping. Was going to have 19 orders going out, but a buyer came in and canceled, and the reason they canceled it said it wouldn't arrive in time, which is fine. This was a Rawlings Sandlot baseball glove. It was a 12.5 inch. Paid It was new with tags, paid $1 at one of the local thrift stores, but I had to cancel that order. Next thing going out, this is in V2. This is a L&T Home Oxford 90-inch round natural colored linen tablecloth for side table. And I did put NOS new old stock. So again, this is in V2. It's gonna be right down there. Let's go over here and get it. This is it right here. So pick this up at one of the local thrift stores. I'm into it for $2. This sold for $38.21, and it is going free shipping. This is definitely an older listing. Seems like a lot of my older stuff where I was on some of it offering free shipping is starting to move out. Okay, it looks like we're going back over to this aisle over here because we have another item going out that didn't get put into inventory because I just listed these. So it's these right here. These are the Skechers. These are the Skechers Delights Whimsical, if I pronounce that correctly, Dream Women. This is size 9. Pick these up at local thrift store. I'm into them for $4. These sold for $30.56, and the buyer is paying $11.60 in shipping. Okay, we have another magazine going out. These are free magazines. This is a multi-quantity. I have 3 of them. And when this sold, I noticed it said free shipping. So somehow I kind of messed up on that one. But still make a little something off of it. This is the People Magazine Special Edition. Jackie Kennedy Onassis, 30 years later, a tribute. Okay, was able to find it. It was not on the top, but it was just a few magazines down. So it's this right here. Again, get magazines free from my local thrift store. This sold for $6.76, and it is going free shipping. Okay, looks like we're coming over here, D2. Let's come over this way. This is a set of 2 black Jeep metal license plate frames.
The American Adventure, brought to you by the Jeep Corporation. It takes guts to go where no one else goes. Jeep guts.
And I put with fastener and Jeep emblem. This is a multi-quantity item. I picked up 3 of the same and then 1 of the other ones. The other one already sold a while back. And this is the first one of the black ones set. Well, no, we didn't sell that one yet, so I take that back. So it's this right here, into this for 50 cents. This sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $8.60 in shipping. Okay, got some dishes going out. This is a Style House fine china Duchess pattern covered serving bowl, and I included it with the gravy boat. That's going to be over here on shelf 15. So that's good. It's making room. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Okay, here's the gravy boat. Let's not break it. That wasn't too bright. All right, let's move you out of the way. Okay, here's the gravy boat. We'll set that right there. And let's see here. Let's see if we can get this out of the way without dropping more stuff. All right. So it's these 2 pieces right here. Bought the entire set for $25. That included the plates, the coffee creamer, teacups, teapot, and all the other stuff. And I actually did the dishes in a place setting. I believe it was a six dinner piece place setting, which is how I listed those, but these were the first things that sold. We'll pick up all these dishes. I'll just pick up the gravy boat, but these two pieces sold for $39.91, and the buyer is paying $16.25 in shipping. Just this one sale already puts us into the profit off of that huge dish set that I'd picked up. Okay, we have some more dishes going out. These are glasses. This is 3 vintage Beefeater London dry gin martini glasses. This is going to be on shelf 12. And we were over at 12. Why did we move? So it's these 3 glasses right here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. I'm into all 3 of these for $1.50. These 3 margarita glasses sold for just realized I had the light in my face. These 3 sold for $23.99, and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. Have some more dishes going out. These are Pfeiffer Graf Jaden. I blotted 6 of them together. These are the salad plates, tan green. They are tan and green leaf. They're 8 by 7/8 plates. And this is on shelf 8. That means we should be coming over here. And I see them right here. Let's see if we can get them without potentially breaking something. So it's all of these plates right here, all 6 of them. I'm into these for $4. These plates sold for $53.36, and the buyer is paying $17.10 in shipping. Just 2 more items to pull. This is a pair of Nautica men's sandals. They are size 11. Flip-flops boat. I put blue and white. These are going to be in bin W. So that's right here, but let's go to the other side and grab them. So it's these guys right here. And as you can see, these are still new. As you can see, these are still new with tags. Paid $3 for these at one of the local thrift stores. These sold for $16.87, and the buyer is paying $11.60 in shipping. And the last item going out, this is an item I picked up at the citywide garage sale a couple weeks back. So we're starting to get some of that stuff moved out, which is really good. This is a vintage Zebco model 228 Fisherman's Delier tape measure weight fish scale. I pay you? Okay, I got $1, $1, and $1.50. So it's $3.50.
Good adding.
Dig in the bottom. I think I have some change. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck with your sale.
I like the t-shirt, those Jurassic.
The Jurassic Park, yeah. It's a remake one. It's one of the newer ones, yeah. Thank you. You too. Good luck. And that should be over in one of these bins here. Oh, there it is right there. So as you can see, this is new old stock. I'm into this for $1.50. This sold for $23.10, and the buyer is paying $5.35 in shipping. Not sure if you're seeing this, but have a double rainbow going. There's one, and there's two. Let's go find our pot of gold.